This has been episode 1. I'm officially quitting the podcast. It was a good attempt.
Well, this is the first episode. I have no idea what's going to happen with this whole thing.
Yeah. Should we I don't know, talk about should we talk about like I don't know, why does that matter? Does anyone give a shit about why we started this fucking podcast?
I
don't even know if I know the answer to that question, to be honest.
If I start a podcast, if I started watching a podcast, do I really care about the people? I just want noise in my ear at the end of the day. That's the point of a podcast, is you listen to it while you work or you eat food or some shit.
I think I think the parasocial element's actually kind of the biggest. I mean, for me personally, right? What makes a podcast good is knowing the social interactions that are happening, right? And then that's what can make things funny.
Sure.
I mean, I guess
that's like a thing that happens over time eventually.
Yeah, you can't force. That's not some shit you could force into episode 1, but I don't know.
All right, well,
yeah. So what I did was obviously, I mean you and I are political creatures, right? We're gonna end up necessarily following politics, and so that's gonna just kind of I don't know, dip into the news all the time. So I figure we can, at the very least, right, we can always just kind of go through some of the headline
by the way,
stories.
Try to have the microphone almost at your face, just right in front of you.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I started turning away from it.
Yeah.
It should be right at my mouth right now.
Yeah. Kind of to the side at your mouth. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I just want to make it so I'm not blowing right into it when I talk to it, but it's literally an inch from my mouth. Well, it's actually 1 fist from my mouth is what is the. That's you said it should be 1 to 2 fists.
1 fist is. I've noticed that 1 fist is optimal because then it sounds warmer. Because
eventually, so it's gonna get cool enough in this fucking shit ass apartment that I'll shut the windows and turn off these fans that are around me. And once that happens, then hopefully that'll improve. I can redo some of my audio settings, and there won't be as much background shit. So my apologies to anybody listening to this and thinking, why does he sound like fucking ass compared to later on when the other episodes I've heard? This is why. It's just because it's fantastic.
Honestly, editing wise, I don't even know where to start. Okay, do I just go, hello everyone, I'm Corvo and this is Crypto and we fucking run a podcast. Isn't that amazing to fucking 4 people who are listening? Welcome to Broken Woke podcast. There's some depth to that because we're not woke, we're broken.
Yeah,
woke.
well, I mean, I was just saying, I guess you're broke and I'm woke. Is that is that how that works?
I don't know. Probably. I'm pretty woke, but I'm also broke. That's why we are doing a podcast.
Yeah, but
gonna make us.
I mean, all right. I mean, are we broke? I mean, I'm not broke.
I'm broke.
Yeah,
I'm always broke. I wish I had more money.
So I'm woke.
I guess.
I feel like you're more woke than me too. Also,
I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
I mean, I'd say I'm probably more. I'm more lefty. Maybe. Well, maybe I don't even know if that's. No, that's not really true. I think we pretty much just fucking agree on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a funny thing if we start getting. I'm curious if we'll get right-wing haters, right? Because
hate watchers are the best thing you can get. That's a mark of success. If people watch you with spite, that means you're doing something awesome.
I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I'll get in there and mix it up with these fucking people. because we've done such a good job with our Discord server, which I guess for maybe somebody listening to this doesn't know, but there's a whole Discord server that we've been running for a long time that has nothing to do really with the podcast. It's just Corvo's fans from his YouTube channel or whatever. But yeah, like we've purged that so many times by baiting people with. I mean, it's not even bait really. But I mean, we're just like, well, you go in there and tag everyone and say trans lives matter, and then all of a sudden all the shitheads come out of the woodwork immediately, but we've done such a good job of that I don't get a lot of people to argue with. It's really tough. I mean, we've been on that quest now for I don't know, years, months.
Yeah, I mean, look,
trying to find one good conservative to argue with is just like it's always either like Nazis or secret Nazis, well, or not so secret Nazis, or just dum-dums, like real thick.
Well, it's I mean, it's not that we haven't heard these guys out. It's just that they're incapable of it's funny. It's funny that they got to call left-wing people and progressive people snowflakes for the longest time. They're the biggest, flakiest, snowflakes of fucking Merry Christmas. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like they fall apart at the seams at the slightest pushback, and they go, oh, and then sometimes, they'll start, throwing out slurs when they get really upset.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is right, we're calling it baiting, right? But I mean, really, what is it? Well, we're saying something that probably ought to be uncontroversial, right? I mean, again, trans rights is the easiest one to go with, to sniff these motherfuckers out. But right. Say something that ought to be pretty innocuous, and the people who bite on that, I mean, they're not able, they can't play within the rules, right? You tell someone like that, hey, no slurs, but you also challenge them politically, and like those two directives can't cooperate, right? Like at some point those fucking slurs are coming out no matter what. There's no getting away from it.
Well, it's coping. They felt embarrassed that we owned them and made them look like idiots. So they're like, oh, well, I guess. Boop.
Yeah. The thing is, we never, I don't know. I don't think we've ever, and you're better. I think you're better about this than I am about not being immediately upfront aggressive with them. But, yeah,
I'm usually we do the good cop, bad cop strategy. I'm very good at being a good cop. I'm a very nice person. You know that, Crypto?
Well, you're nicer. I don't know. I don't know about all that, but no, seriously though. The thing is, like, even when I'm being a mean shithead, right? I am always. I feel like, we've talked about this before about notions of politeness, right? But I feel like I am trying to be polite. Like even if I'm being like, hey, you're a fucking, dumbass asshole or whatever, I'm still approaching that person like, like some kind of, like I give a shit about what they think, right? Like they're a real person and I really care about like their actual opinions, and I'm not just playing some fucking game to like try to win
I'm not gonna
or whatever. And I always feel like they are playing games. Like it always comes to a point where they will stop responding to what I'm saying, and that's when I'm like, well, I gotta take the fucking gloves off and punch these people right in the mouth. Like,
right. So I'm not gonna mention the guy's name, but the other day you told one of these MAGA people, I am trying to bring you out of the muck that you're standing in and lift you out of the muck. That's not exactly, I wouldn't like to hear that I'm sitting in the muck being a disgusting asshole, right? Oh, no, I was saying that the other day, I won't mention who it was. You said
I was just saying we should probably protect our Discord users a little bit from from this. It's not totally fair to talk about everybody behind their backs, but I know who you mean.
I mean, we're not talking about behind their back. We're broadcasting this to the universe. Alien civilization is going to listen to this and be like, who is this? Who is this piece of shit? I want to join their Discord server and fucking see what they're talking about.
Yeah, I will say I have to concede to you the good cop definitely won that one for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely, because in spite of everything, this person actually managed to move away from the whole MAGA brainwashing nonsense, and they've conceded a lot of points.
I don't think you got them there in a rational way, if that makes sense.
No, of course. No, they made friend in real life, and they, made a friend who's an immigrant, and then they got afraid that they might have their friend be deported. Right?
Yeah. That's a normal Republican pattern, right? Like Dick Cheney was. And here I'm dating myself with how fucking old I am. But Dick Cheney, of course, it would be Dick Cheney, right? Who's in favor of gay marriage. Every other Republican backward opinion you could possibly have, right? But on that one thing, because he happens to have some personal connection, right? He was willing to. Well, I mean, that's how
people work. That's how people work.
That's how dumb people work. That's how irrational people
that's
work.
how
because then what? No, because then what? He has to make friends with every form of oppressed person in order to ever, he can't ever abstract the notion about like, maybe you shouldn't shit on people who don't deserve it. Like, I don't.
No. Just I'll tell you how it works. It works this way. Just enough. You need to have your preconceived notions blasted just enough times to understand that maybe having preconceived notions to begin with is kind of fucking stupid, right? Well, like I'll give the example of, look at Daryl Davis, the KKK. Their whole society is like insular and isolated, and they don't meet black people. And they met one black guy, Daryl Davis, and then they're like,
they make one friend, one black friend.
I'm gonna be 5,000 KKK members just leaving the KKK now, because that's apparently what happened. Let's see here. Give me a second.
Some crazy number, but yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, right? And this is just the basic, more flies with honey than with vinegar. Although I don't know. My response to the fly catching thing is always like, who the fuck wants to catch flies? You know what you do with flies? You don't fucking catch them. You swat those motherfuckers. I want to put out honey or vinegar. I want to put out poison. Like.
Well, maybe flies is a bad analogy, because flies are pretty useless. You can't. I mean, you can turn them into protein and feed to your chickens, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, actually, I hadn't known about feeding chickens. But still, that's, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you say there's some number of times that has to happen, right?
Right.
And I would say that number varies from person to person, and for some people can be as low as 0.
Sure. I still think,
like not everybody has to have their whole fucking world turned upside down in order to realize that maybe.
I'll give you an analogy. Let's say you're a racist, like you've always been a racist, right? And you just think black people fucking suck, like for some reason. But you're out and about in the city, and you see this black girl in a nice dress, and she's eating ice cream. And she drops the ice cream, and then she starts to cry. And then you start to have a human feeling like, oh no, I feel so bad for her. That's it's like that could be anyone. And then you stop being racist. I promise you, what I just described has happened like 1,000 times.
Sure.
Where
you stop being racist. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so you stop being racist. Great. And then your eyes move just a little bit further down the street. And you see a homeless person, and you say, "Go get a fucking job, dickhead. What is wrong with you? Why can't you meet the medium standards of society, you fucking bum?" Right? This is what I mean. It can't just be racism or sexism or xenophobia or whatever, right? There's too many fucking battles to fight there, right? The principle is always the same. And actually, this is the principle we brought up the other fucking day, but about we were talking about bedrock principles, right? And what's the minimum defendable position. And it's, if you're not hurting anybody, mind your own fucking business, right? That's the easiest one to sort of get at. And that's
it's impossible to disagree with.
That's maybe not such a great one for that homeless guy on the street, right? Because there's a lot of people that are just minding their own business and letting that motherfucker, suffer it in silence. But ostensibly, they wouldn't. That principle.
Well, yeah. Let's start with that.
Let you be quiet about general, about things that lead to homelessness. So because
that's a great bedrock foundation. Let's, as long as no one is bothering anyone, let's fucking mind our own business. Let's start there, right? If we can't agree with then we have
if you can't agree with that, it's fucking war. I mean, I don't know what to tell somebody who's like, no, I won't. I won't mind my own business. What does that even mean?
Well, guess what? I'm gonna show up at your house if I pee in your oatmeal.
Yeah, I refuse. No, yeah, you have to.
I'm gonna mind your business. Yeah.
You have to at first at least agree to mind your own business. Anyone who doesn't agree to that, I mean, they're just a fucking total piece of shit.
Right, then you build on
that. But for some reason, a lot of people will say that they agree with it, and then the way that they operate is like, yeah, I think everybody should mind their own business. Also, it's really important that the government make sure that trans people aren't visible outdoors where kids might see them. That's not really.
Somebody's trans? Well, what, you either like it or don't, but, mind your own business. That has nothing to do with you. They're just trans. That's it. They're nothing special. They don't do magic. They don't fucking control the sun or weather or whatever, right?
I don't know. You say that, Corvo, but I don't know if you heard, but there just recently was a shooter who might be trans or
that whole thing.
But that person kind of seemed like a groiper to me. That was just like, yeah, I'm trans, for like they're doing it for the lulz, right? Like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they had some genuine thing or whatever. But all that's so fucking annoying because it's like, statistically, I mean, trans people are so underrepresented in mass shooters. It's insane. But of course, all the Republicans are fucking crowing about it. Who gives a shit about what's actually true?
So, in our Discord server, we got like tons of trans people, and one of them does her research. I'm not gonna, again, we don't name our members, not yet, at least, right now, they're just more for us. But so apparently this person she was like, this must be a psyop because this person does not make sense. Like logically speaking, this is not a typical quote unquote trans people or even a trans person at all, because apparently they were like a super hardcore detransitioner type, right? And their whole yes, they were a detransition. I forgot what their name is.
I didn't even get into all these details. Anytime I hear about a shooting and the very first thing that comes out is Republicans saying something, my immediate response is just to be like, well, that's probably not true. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a month and see what comes out. So I haven't had a chance to check back in. So you're saying this person was a supporter of
we are supposed to call this person, this person, we're supposed to use he, him pronouns for this assigned him at birth person.
Wait, okay, hold on. Okay,
yes.
Hold on. So we're clear here. So this person was assigned male at birth.
Yes.
Uses he, him pronouns.
They tried transitioning, but then they detransitioned.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, so this is the news. Okay, let's hear.
So that means that they. I mean, Did they even say a doctor? Did they even start hormone therapy? Like, what are we talking about? To me, this is like, again, my very first instinct, and I can literally show you messages with timestamps from the morning when that shooting happened. I said that they are a groiper who pretended to be trans for the walls. I'm 75%.
Right. Okay. So here's a headline. Minneapolis shooter Robin Westman confessed was tired of being trans. I wish I never brainwashed myself. Right? So they're not trans, but still it's the trans people's
It's the trans
fault.
shooter.
Right.
I mean,
again, this is like sprinkling some transphobia.
Statistically,
here's what blows my mind. Here's what blows my mind about this article. It says, transgender mass shooter Robin Westman confessed that he was tired of being trans. So wait, what is the transgender part? Why are we calling this person transgender? And wish he never was brainwashed himself in a manifesto posted online before he slaughtered 2 children and wounded dozens more at Minneapolis church. In a twist handwritten journal.
This is a fucking false flag. I'm not even sure I believe that this person was ever really trying to be trans or detransition or any of this bullshit. I genuinely think this person was like, what can I do to get trans people in trouble? I'm gonna go shoot some people anyway. What can I do? You know, what can I possibly do? Like all the details are so weird there, right? So there's some more details. I'm engaging in fucking conspiracy theories or whatever, but if he who will not be named can do it, I can do it.
So this is more of his, not her, his writing. I only keep the long hair because it is pretty much my last shred of being trans. I am tired of being trans. I wish I never brainwashed myself. He wrote, according to a translation by the Post. Then why the fuck are they calling him a transgender mass shooter?
Yeah, I mean, this is fucking wild. That's fucking wild.
Okay, let's keep reading. I can't cut my hair.
We've talked about this before. But I mean, and this isn't a person who has even gone through that, right? But I mean, people who get to the point where they do surgery, it's like the least, it's the least regretted surgery that exists, right? Including things like life-saving heart surgery.
Wait, let me keep reading because this shit it gets weirder and crazier. I can't cut my hair now as it would be an embarrassing defeat. And it might be a concerning change of character that could get me reported. What?
Oh my god!
It was just always gets in my way. I would probably chop it off one day. I would probably chop it off on the day of the attack, right? Because this person did not want it to be identified as a transgender person. Wild. Westman 23 later wrote. Westman 23 later wrote that he regretted being trans and just wished he were a girl. What? Hold on. I regret being trans. I wish I was just a girl. I just know I cannot achieve that body with the technology we have today. I also can't afford that, he said. What? Hold on. Now I'm getting confused. Now I'm getting like gender dysphoria by proxy. Like this. I don't even. What am I
just
anymore?
From the bad writing.
Okay. So they wish they were a girl, but not trans. That's being trans. What is this?
Well, it sounds like because they think they can't actually transition or whatever, right? But that's weird.
Sure.
Also weird. That's also weird, or like passively transition or whatever. But that's also a weird thing to say because, like, I mean, there's a bunch of trans people who pass like all the time. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they were like, oh, well, I personally can't. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Let's keep reading. The unhinged shooter also expressed feelings of self-loathing. I like feeling sexy and cute, but my face never matches how I feel. I hate my face. Maybe that's why I like furries so much. Okay, so we just keep adding, keep adding to it. Let's just keep adding more. Let's just we are way below the iceberg now of the depth of this person's insanity.
Yeah, I mean, this
you can give yourself a new body and face. I want to be. Oh, wait, hold on. You can give yourself a new body and face. I want to be that black face mask on Beyonce's body, Lamau. Oh my god! It just keeps
this person's a fucking groiper. This is a groiper. I swear to Christ.
This is so crazy.
This is not a person with some real gender issues. This is a person who thought they were going to gender transition out of being ugly. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is just wrong. Like, every part of this just feels wrong. This feels like someone who was, poisoned, brain rotted by the internet, like so many fucking kids are these days. And then trans was just one of the random like catchphrases that they sort of attached to. It's like that South Park episode where they're doing the Family Guy rating and the dolphin has to pick a ball out of the pit, right, and move it to the other side. Trans was just happened to be written on one of the balls that entered their brain, and so that is part of their story and has nothing to do.
You know what I think?
It has nothing to do with reality.
I think that it's the other way around. I think someone told them trans people are just mentally ill, and this person is mentally ill, and it's like, dude, I'm fucking taking that as well. Whatever mentally ill, I'm just gonna be the mentally ill. Like someone said, furries are mentally ill, and they're like, oh fuck yeah, and they said blackface is awful, and they say, hey yeah, fuck it, let's do blackface as well. Okay, so it gets more into it. I don't want to dress girly all the time, but I guess sometimes I really like it. I know I'm not a woman, but I definitely don't feel like a man.
Okay.
Now
this person also is just uninformed about the options that are available to him, right? Like they don't understand. Like you can be a man who dresses with women's clothes. It's called being a transvestite. It's been around for a long time. You don't have to be trans. I mean.
Rudy Giuliani dressed as a woman and Donald Trump,
once, right? Didn't he? Yeah. Didn't they both like? He
looks like an elegant French, like an elegant aristocratic woman, and Donald Trump was motorboating him. Isn't that crazy?
Very normal behavior.
That's the president of the universe.
Speaking of which, speaking of the president of the universe, are you ready for President J.D. Vance? Haven't you heard? Donald Trump is already dead, apparently.
Oh, no, but wasn't that whole thing cleared up that when he went out golfing?
So what they're saying, what the rumor mill is saying now, and I'm tempted to believe it, just because it does feel like we've been hearing from him less, is that he suffered a stroke. And not like one of the minor ones that they think he's been having, but like a more severe one, and that they think might have fucked up his speech a little bit.
There was some stuff with like his hand or some shit, and
yeah. Well, yeah, because he had that bruise that looked crazy. I mean, in the way that every old man issue starts looking crazy.
Remember Mitch McConnell when he started glitching out in the middle of the stage?
Yeah. I mean, it does kind of It's the same thing. Yeah, the hands start turning dark because it's like they've been working with evil magics for too long. And
look at this! Look, hold on. Look, okay, look at the screen. This blows my goddamn mind. It's the same thing. It's the same. This is Mitch McConnell's glitchy hands.
Yeah.
I don't know what the tape here is gonna.
I really.
What is that gonna do?
I can only hope, because the thing is, Trump has the instincts Trump's not going to glitch out like that, right? Trump has the instincts to where when his brain just short circuits, he's definitely going to just keep talking. But the disconnect, I mean, he already has disordered speech and thought patterns, right? He doesn't really maintain a coherent train of thought, but it's going to get so much worse now. He will. The way topic jumps are about to happen, or as the dum MAGA people call it, the weave. Those weaves are gonna get snatched as fuck. It's gonna get very bad very quick. So yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. I mean, I don't know. it's not really, it doesn't really make up for anything, but I mean, there is something karmically fun about at least getting to watch Trump's brain die live on national television in front of us.
Apparently, he gave a speech that was
one neuron at a time.
Apparently, he just gave a speech that was. People were like concerned for his mental health. Also, what the fuck is this? He.
Yeah, they paint. They've been painting it. They try to use foundation. They try to use makeup on just part of his hand. Yep. Yeah, it looks insane. It looks insane. You can't do that.
But Mitch McConnell's hand is like way. I don't know what the fuck. What crypt they conjured?
It spread to the whole of his fucking weird claw hands or whatever. No, I mean, that is the touch of death. That clearly looks like death shook your hand and then said, "Well, I'll be back soon." And yeah, what a nightmare. That is not how his hands are supposed to look. Very clearly, looks like what is that? Coal miner's hands.
Okay, but what is that? Those tapes on his hand, like are they like keeping the entire man?
Like they attaching him to the Matrix?
Are they like keeping the entire man together somehow? These two. It doesn't seem.
You could unzip them if you.
It doesn't seem like they're doing much. Like fucking take that and cover the entire hand. Just
his hands are crazy. If you were to just isolate without showing the fingertips and stuff, I mean it looks like a black man's skin, but this is the pastiest white man you've ever seen. It's really wild. Yeah, he's got vitiligo. Yeah, Mitch McConnell is a demon, but he's also dying. Doubly bad. But yeah, so, fingers crossed. Actually, no need for fingers crossed. Trump is already dead. The Trump that we're seeing is, he's a clone.
I fucked up majorly. That whole interaction. We haven't been recording. No. It's not. We have. It's just for that whole interaction with Mitch McConnell looking like the Pants Labyrinth monster. For some reason, I touched my thing and it muted it. Oh God, this shit is over.
What?
I muted my mic.
You only have my audio?
Yeah, fuck. No, dude, I should switch. Because I'm using two mics, one for fucking talking to you over Discord, and you know what? I'll throw in. Oh, I'll throw in some. I'll throw in some editing magic and try to salvage this somehow. Jesus Christ. But yeah.
Oh, well.
So folks, the joke was this is Mitch McConnell and he's a monster that eats fairies and sunshine and life.
No, he looks like the guy from Pan's Labyrinth. It's almost uncannily so. That fucking neck pussy he has is really.
Yeah, and I was saying this creature, for for all its hideousness, is probably a healthy specimen of its kind. Whereas Mitch McConnell, who's supposed to be a human, looks like another species.
Its hands are less messed up than his.
Yes.
All right.
God damn it! There's a fucking T-shirt.
Of course.
Oh fuck! They beat us to it. We should sell T-shirts of this shit, like shit we make fun of. Anyway.
I feel like unfortunately that's the most saturated, right?
Everyone wants a T-shirt of some bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
how no one has an identity anymore. They either get a tail or a T-shirt. That's it.
Oh yeah, no, I know how that goes. I mean, back in the day, I mean, I was. Any goofy T-shirt I could find to wear out to the bar, that's what I was wearing. But I like to feel like I was a little more, I don't know, subtle with it. What I always liked were I had one T-shirt that I wore it until it wore out,
disintegrated.
I couldn't. It was just so funny. It was simultaneously the cleanest in a way and also the most dirty. It just black T-shirt, white text. It just said, "Okay, but wash it first." That's it.
Those instructions.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's, okay, but watch it. I'm agreeing to something, but I'm insisting that first you wash whatever it is. That's it. There's nothing,
I don't like.
It just says.
I don't like the sound of. I don't like the
Why?
sound.
Why? I don't understand why. What's from? What does it make you think of?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's something. It's something cooking.
You know what the it is and what I'm agreeing to, and it's dirty. I wrote down something you said the other day that I thought we should come back to, which is that humans, you already know where I'm going with this. Humans are objectively the sexiest animals.
Yes, they are.
Would you like to elaborate, for the audience sake? Would you like to explain your theory? Would you like to walk them through?
Imagine this. I am Isaac Newton, but an apple doesn't fall on my head. Instead, I am drinking water and I almost died because the water passage shares the air passage. So sometimes the water goes into the air passage, right? And, I thought that was a flawed design, but thinking about it, like, it might not be the practical design because you could die if you eat a grape and it sticks in your throat or some shit. But it is the prettiest way to make a human, right? I mean, what else?
Okay.
Like a tube from the stomach?
Okay. All right. You have to stop. Okay. This is so infuriating, right? The notion that you're right. So here's what you're saying, right? There's an objective standard of beauty. Humans humans in their current form are at the top of it, right? And so if the human form were something other than it was, you would just be less attracted to that and would wish that it were more like it is today, rather than finding that human form to be more appealing. Right?
I don't know what you're getting to. I just know that humans. Humans are, you can make them different and more practical. Like you can add like a fourth leg to support the other two leg or whatever. But that shit ain't pretty.
Okay. So a corollary of this of this position, right, would then therefore be that I guess wild animals find us to be more attractive than other members of their species. Is that where you're going with? So a chimp would rather have sex with a human.
Yes, it's just that
the reason chimps don't try to have sex with humans is they don't think they're good enough.
Yeah, they have low self-esteem.
How can the word "yeah" be the next thing that comes out of your mouth?
No. If I was a chimp and I could I have to date other chimp things, right? But if I could date a nice human thing, I'll be like, fuck yeah. I will take her to the forest and show off in front of my other chimp idiot friends. And they fucking be jealous. They're like, dude, I'm fucking with this fucking hairy ass chimp, and he's getting like a hairless, like two-legged motherfucker that just dance.
They like that she's hairless.
Yeah.
Corvo, you're a crazy person. You know this, right?
One chimp just goes, dude, my entire girlfriend is one unibrow that surrounds her entire body, and this guy gets to have a thing that just has two separate eyebrows, and they're all good. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I think that you know what they say. You should always put yourself in others' shoes, right? But this is the thing. They don't have shoes, right? Because they're fucking jobless idiots.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that one. Chimps don't have shoes. I bet they do want to fuck us.
Okay. If you were a chimp, would you rather have a chimp girlfriend or a human girlfriend?
Clearly a chimp girlfriend.
Oh, what the fuck?
Clearly that's what I would want.
Because your self-esteem is so low?
No.
You get
what? My chimp self-esteem is so... No, Corvo, because as a chimp, that's what I would clearly want. It would be another chimp.
Why? No, that's
right? Because as a chimp, my perceptions of what is attractive would be shaped by my whole upbringing as a chimp, by my very chimpness.
So I'll tell you a story. There was this.
Yeah, talk me out of it. Okay, let's see.
No. So,
please explain your not.
So there was this man who had a pet chimp, right? But it grew too big, so he couldn't keep it. And he sent it to a zoo to be with other chimps when it got big enough. And, on his birthday, he brought a cake to it. And all the other chimps got so upset that they fucking attacked him and literally ate his ass. Like, they actually tossed his salad.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that when a chimp has the ability to homosexually toss the salad, even toss the salad of a guy, they would take it.
Okay.
Yeah, they got jealous and they got angry.
So then. Oh, I see. You're saying that was their retribution because they were not because they were jealous of the cake, but because they were jealous that about the human connection. That they don't have a human bringing them a cake, a human that they want to.
Okay, you made a point that chimps don't have concept of big titties being awesome and whatever. You think chimps have concepts of cake? That's even more stuff being added in there, and it's even more.
I'm definitely sure chimps have an idea of food and sweet things.
Yeah, but not cake.
Yeah, they don't have the word cake, but they know what tastes sweet and what tastes good. Right?
You think giraffes are sexually attracted to other giraffes?
Yes.
No, I think they just need to keep making giraffes. Oh just fucking go along with it.
But they'd rather be fucking humans.
I just know if
you think a giraffe would rather fuck a human? Yes or no?
I feel like if I say my opinion, you're gonna think I'm a big dum dum.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay, look, I think everyone wants to fuck a human. I think eventually humans are prettier than everyone. But here's the thing: not all humans. It's a very specific set of humans.
All right, everyone.
In my opinion,
this has been episode 1. I'm officially quitting the podcast. It was a good attempt, but this is over. Thank you, everyone. I was thinking of supposedly hot takes that I have. And I know you and I kind of agree on pretty much everything, but my cop theory of race and why that actually means transracialism is good.
Yes.
Yeah. So to explain it to those who don't know, right? My cop theory of race is your race is whatever a police officer would think your race is at the time that they're planning to pull out their gun or thinking about pulling out their gun. Now, obviously, this is an American police. Wow, stock image.
Angry racist cop stock image.
Yeah. That's good. If a cop says you're black, you saying no. That has nothing to do with how you're going to get treated in society and so on. And so, yeah, cops decide what your race is. And that also means, transracialism, is kind of a good thing because you should be able to, protect yourself by, changing the way that a cop would perceive it, because that's really what transracialism is under that scheme. It's just changing how police perceive you, I think not for moral reasons, but I think it would be a good idea.
Do we want to?
If black people engaged in transracialism, just for their own safety more than anything.
It feels like. For some reason,
is that bad to say? Is that how we get canceled? Episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1 getting canceled. I get a feeling that
That should be the title. That should be the title of the episode. Episode 1.
Episode 1. Getting canceled.
or just canceled.
I don't think the world is mature enough to deal with transracialism as a concept. We're so struggling with transgender, and here's the problem with transracialism. I don't think transracialism is an issue. I just think it might just be used by white people as an excuse to let themselves say, "Hey, what's up, mate?" Boop.
I mean, as far as I know, like Rachel Dolezal or whatever, never. As far as I know, she wasn't going around dropping N-bombs, but maybe. I mean, I don't know. That's a funny thing. I'll have to research and find out. Did Rachel Dolezal give herself the N-word pass? I would think not, because she was also trying to, like, she was some in her local NAACP chapter, I think, with some person of importance. I forget. And so I would assume she wasn't dropping too many N-bombs. I feel like that's maybe not really how those people are speaking. When I say those people, I don't mean black people. I mean people trying to be taken seriously at the NAACP. Please don't cancel me again.
I feel like we kind of forget that there's like sort of an elephant in the room situation going on. Why are you Elon Musk and why am I a crow? Why does our head go up and down? We didn't address that part.
I mean, your head doesn't go up and down. At least not for me. I don't know if you're planning on processing.
Oh no, it's in OBS. It does.
Okay. So why am I Elon Musk? Well, I like this particular image of him because it's by far the most deranged I think I've ever seen him look. He's doing the Kubrick like head down, eyes up stare, like he's gonna murder somebody, and he has a weird the dark MAGA hat where you can barely even read the text. And he's wearing a shirt that says Occupy Mars, which frankly, I mean, I wish he would. Please get the fuck off this planet, you fucking piece of shit. Get out of here. No one wants you. Fucking loser. No.
Yeah. Look at this image. You see, there's a black cop being rude to a white guy, and the white guy is just giving him a flower. Show that he means
that is
peace.
true.
Sometimes,
of course, you look up angry police, and the only police that can show you is the one angry police that can show you is the one black cop.
No, they've showed a bunch. They've showed
no.
Here's a really angry cop. It's a fucking dog.
Well, the dog.
That's it.
I mean,
3011 racism. What is 3011?
Dogs aren't really cops. They've just been trained.
Racist
it's not
police.
Really fair. It's not really fair to those cops. It's not really fair to those dogs to call them cops, right? I mean, they've just been,
they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They've just been trained to.
They know what they know what gets them. They know what gets them food, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
They're not. They're not out here like, we really gotta crack down on drugs. Oh my god!
By the way, the episode is over. I don't think we're gonna get anything more of this